Hello again. Hello. My name is Jasmine Smith, and this is interactive video assignment for Math 1000 Challenge 2014, and I had problem 1D, and this is the second part of problem 1D. And what I had to do, the problem says to solve limit as x approaches 3, x squared minus 6x plus 9 over x minus 3. So first thought when you're doing limits is to just plug in. But you see here that 3 squared equals 9 minus 18 plus 9, so that gives you 0 on top. And this would be okay, but you actually get 3 minus 3 on the bottom, which also gives you 0. So that makes this indeterminate, and this, oops, sorry. And this means that you have to keep going. Because in the context of limits, indeterminate means that equation has like more than one solution, and 0 over 0 is not going to work here, so you have to keep going further even if you get 0 over 0 later. So, next I'm going to factor this out. So, just in normal algebraic factoring, x squared minus 6x plus 9, this factors out. I'm just going to rewrite the problem. Over the top part factors out to x minus 3 times x minus 3, because normal factoring rules, negative 3 give you negative 6, and negative 3 times negative 3 gives you 9. So regular factoring rules, basic freshman year. And then also you bring over the x minus 3 because that doesn't factor any further. So you have a bunch of x minus 3's. Well, you can cancel out those two. Well, you can cancel out two of them, one on the top and one on the bottom. And this leaves you with, here, I'll write it down here, x minus 3 over 1. And then what you can finally do here is you can plug your 3 in again. So that would give you 3 minus 3 over 1, which equals 0 over 1, which equals 0. So, again, you do end up with the limit being 0, so we'll rewrite this over here. The limit as x approaches 3, x squared minus 6x plus 9, x minus 3, sorry, draw a little divider line here, this equals 0. So, retracing the steps that we went through, you can't just plug in 3 to start out here like you would treat a normal easy limit, I guess you could say, because that gives you 0 over 0, so you have to keep going. And here, you just expand the problem, so you end up with x minus 3 times x minus 3 over x minus 3. You cancel out the x minus 3's, and you ended up with x minus 3 over 1. You plug in the 3 here to find the limit, the 3, from here, from the original problem, and you end up with 3 minus 3 over 1, which equals 0 over 1, which equals 0. So, the limit as x approaches 3 of x squared minus 6x plus 9 over x minus 3 equals 0.